a land now under threat from rapid and unprecedented change. It's early fall. A September sun rises low over the Chilkat Mountains. There's frost in the air. A solitary sockeye salmon is almost home, desperate to reach the same patch of river where it was born, the spawning beds where it will lay its eggs. It's traded its ocean silvery blue for a fiery red to attract a mate. From the North Pacific, salmon of several species climb the rivers into the interior in a series of migrations, swimming against the strong currents and leaping many rapids. It's an extremely tough journey, and the fish need an enormous amount of strength and luck to make it home. And winter is closing in. Theirs is the longest freshwater migration of any salmon in the world. Almost 3,000 kilometers up the mighty Yukon River. The Yukon River is the third longest waterway in North America. Starting in the Coast Range Mountains, it flows over 3,000 kilometers northwest through the Yukon Territory and across Alaska towards the storm-tossed Bering Sea. The Yukon watershed is huge, 840,000 square kilometers. That's 25% larger than Texas. As it crosses the Yukon Territory, it carves its way through narrow channels and meanders through wide-open valleys. The salmon are determined, but tired. The energy expenditure is incredible. After they leave the sea, they never eat again. It's a journey of life and death. This grizzly has been waiting for weeks, along with many others who line the shores. A gauntlet of sharp claws and gaping jaws. And they finally get their chance. The bears need an enormous amount of food to ready for the long winter ahead, and the egg-laden salmon provide a much-needed feast. Only the luckiest salmon make it past the bears. In the mountains along the river, herds of Dall sheep roam the peaks and crests. The lush days of summer are over. In autumn, grass is already scarce, and though these sheep are expert foragers, it's time to move on. The ewes and their lambs slowly wander from their summer pasture high on the mountains to their winter grounds at lower altitudes on windswept south-facing slopes. Males and females travel separately. But all that is about to change. The annual rut is about to begin. The ewes are en route to meet up with a band of male sheep, the only time in the year when males and females meet. It's a journey fraught with danger. Predators lurk everywhere. But the sheep are well equipped to deal with the threats. Their hooves are perfectly adapted to the tough terrain. Their flexible toes quickly adjust to the uneven surfaces of the mountain. Should a wolf or bear appear, they're capable of dashing across the rocks to escape. But if attacked, these gentle-looking animals are known to butt wolves over the edge of cliffs. Within 2 weeks of their birth, the lambs started nibbling on the sparse mountain greenery. Now, at 4 months of age, they're close to being weaned. But some don't want to give up on the sweet milk just yet. To survive, the lambs have to grow rapidly. The coming winter will be brutal. "40 to 50% of lambs won't make it through. Icy death is a tough reality in the Yukon. The Yukon is home to some of the most majestic mountain ranges on Earth. This is the upper end of the massive American Cordillera, a rocky spine, the backbone of the Americas. Stretching from the Arctic all the way to Tierra del Fuego at the tip of South America, it encompasses the Coast Range Mountains, the Rockies, the Sierra Madre, and the Andes. The North American end of these ranges started forming around 200 million years ago, born when the continents were young and undergoing dramatic, violent change. The North American and Pacific plates collided, causing the Earth's crust to fold and bend, sculpting the landscape with immense tectonic energy. Volcanoes erupted through fissures in the crust, spewing lava and ash. Over millions of years, this volatile mass of molten rock cooled and hardened. The majestic mountains of the Yukon are silent monuments from that time of transformation. Deep in the interior, further upriver, the grizzlies are still waiting for the salmon to arrive. In the meantime, the bears get their sugar fix. While they wait for the main course, dessert is everywhere. Cranberries, blueberries, cloudberries. But the bears need protein. Protein the salmon can best provide. In this remarkable land where everything seems big, the bears are not. Grizzlies here only grow to about 2/3 of what their relatives further downstream achieve, about 270 kilograms for a male Yukon grizzly versus over 400 kilograms for a coastal Alaskan male. The grizzlies aren't the only ones waiting for the fish to finally get here. Bald eagles also know the salmon are coming. While the grizzlies are smaller here, bald eagles actually get larger the further north they live. With a wingspan of 2.5 meters, they are one of the largest birds in the northern skies. Though relatively abundant now, it wasn't always this way. In the 1960s, the species hovered on the brink of extinction. The pesticide DDT weakened the shell of their eggs, which cracked under the weight of the nesting parents. Successful hatching of chicks dropped to near zero. The ban on DDT and other conservation efforts have brought the bald eagle back from the brink, with around 115,000 birds in Canada and the United States today. Juvenile bald eagles aren't bald yet. Their heads don't turn white until they're fully mature at around 4 to 5 years of age. These birds must learn the art of salmon fishing from their more experienced elders. For now, they watch and wait from the bottom of the pecking order. Extremely territorial when breeding, bald eagles are highly social outside nesting season and congregate by the scores at the salmon spawning beds. Bickering over the best spots, they keep a steady eye on the water. As night falls, the eagles sit quietly,